Listen, I ain't got time for this.
Don't speak to me like that.
Come speak to me, yeah? Right, You've been causing some issues.
No, he ain't.
He hasn't.
I'm talking to him. Okay,
Oi, calm yourself down. Calm your attitude down. Speak to the public with respect.
Listen, go away.
I'm telling you to calm down.
Go away.
Yeah, I'm DP audit. Respect. I'm carrying on all I want. Speak to the public with respect and integrity like you're meant to. Why is there no police here?
Go and speak to the inspector.
You call through now and tell him to send police.
No, you don't tell me what to do, pal.
Oh, shut your attitude up as well, you. Wind your neck in. Wind your neck in, yes.
Wind my neck in.
Yeah, you're the police officer. See that? That's a claim and a half. You're getting a claim against you. You little You're losing your job, you little...
Yeah, you think so?
See that, guys?
That's assault.
Witnesses, yeah?
You do nothing wrong.
You assaulted me.
Right.
On camera.
Whoa.
Yo, he's off his head. He can't be a copper.
Whoa.
That's... Oh, look at that.
No.
Look at that. Why did you neck? Look up.
When the auditor calmly questioned the officer's rude and aggressive behavior, he simply asked him to stay calm and show some restraint. But instead of acting professionally, the officer reacted with force. He pushed the auditor to the ground, just because of words. That reaction was not just too much, it was completely wrong and impossible to justify. What makes it even more disturbing is the attitude behind it. This wasn't a moment of panic or danger. It felt like a clear attempt to dominate through fear. All because someone dared to question his behavior. That is not real policing. That is power being misused. Officers are trained to stay calm when challenged, not to lose control. And doing this in front of witnesses makes it even more serious. Instead of setting an example, this officer showed what happens when power is not checked and accountability is missing.
Nah, I'm in public. Shut your mouth and your attitude up. You're a public of the servant, a servant of the public.
Okay.
There's no, you're breaching the peace.
You ain't spraying him.
Okay.
You ain't spraying him. And I'm doing nothing wrong.
No, you're not. You speak to him like that's what you're doing. You don't get to speak to public like that. You don't get to speak to people like you're speaking to him. That's not how your role works. You're a police officer of the law, serving the crowd and serving the people. Respect and integrity. Remember your oath and your college of peace in training. You're absolute disgrace. The way you push me over now, you're getting a claim against you. You're getting sued.
Right.
You should lose your job for that as well.
Okay, we'll see.
Yeah, we will see, won't we? And you're going to be all over the internet. Do you know how many people are going to see you? You're live now.
Good for you.
Welcome to YouTube, you how about that?
Okay, swear at me once more, I'll lock you up.
Higher threshold. Is there any complainants? Is there any complainants for my swearing? Any complainants? Your officers need to arrest you.
Okay.
You assaulted me.
Right.
You need to arrest your fellow officer. Section 26, he just pushed me on the ground, threatened me with power for telling him to rat himself. Nah.
At this point, the auditor calls for the officer to be arrested under Section 26 of the Criminal Justice and Courts Act 2015. This law clearly states that police officers can face criminal charges if they abuse their power or act improperly while on duty. Here, the auditor wasn't a threat. He wasn't causing danger. He was simply holding the officer accountable for his behavior, when suddenly he was assaulted. This situation is similar to the case of former officer Richard Healing, who was convicted for abusing his authority against vulnerable people. Just like that case, this wasn't about law enforcement. It was about control and misuse of power. And that case proved something important. When officers cross the line, it is not just wrong, it is criminal.
You're going on YouTube, you don't do your jobs correctly, you're going to look like idiots. Nah, he's assaulted, assaulted me, mate.
We need to work out what's going on.
He's pushed me, his foot to me like that because he was speaking to him like Club and told him to speak to members of the public respect like you're meant to professionally, and that is the worst example. He needs to be fired, he's getting sued, or we're putting a claim against him. That was outrageous. Arrest him. Arrest him. Do your job that the College of Policing tells you to arrest him.
You need to relax, you need to calm down.
You need to arrest him.
You hear, you need to talk to me, tell me what's going on. So obviously dealing with
he was talking to him, and the way he was speaking to him was disgusting. The way you do not speak to members of the public like that. The way he was disgusting. Everything about him was disgusting. He's going to get, do you know how many views he's going to do online now? He'll go viral with the way that was. That was one of the worst situations I've ever seen. I've done this for a year now. You need to arrest him.
Okay, well, we're not going to arrest him. But
you're not going to arrest your colleague when he's just broke the law and assaulted a member of the public.
But you're entitled to make
What does your College of Policing treat you at the beginning? When you call your officers. No, you listen to me. He has assaulted me and broke the law.
Listen to you. You're entitled to make a complaint online.
You're getting sued, mate.
Okay.
Look at him.
Instead of accepting any responsibility, the officer acted like he was the victim. as if his personal feelings mattered more than public accountability. But police officers are trained for moments like this. Feeling uncomfortable is not a reason to use force, especially when you are wearing a badge. This kind of mindset is dangerous. Turning discomfort into aggression is not protection. It is control. When questioned, he didn't calm the situation, didn't explain himself, and didn't step back. Instead, he pushed the auditor to the ground and tried to justify it with weak excuses. That is not policing. That is misconduct.
Okay.
Right, identify yourself.
7459.
Name, station.
Okay, don't need to give my
Yes, you do.
No.
3 forms. You've used your powers against me. 3 forms of identification.
Don't point at me.
I'll point like I
Don't
want.
point at me.
No.
Yeah.
3 forms of identification. You're going to push me again, are you?
If you can put in my space, yes.
Oh, you're in my space now. What would happen if I
What
pushed
I'm
you?
doing? Well, you can try.
Ah, see what I mean?
Yeah.
See this, people?
Yeah.
You're welcome to
Have
YouTube.
Have a good day.
What's name and fucking station
Have a
as
good
well?
day, sir.
Name and station. I don't know. On his name and station, he's got to give 3 forms of identity.
Police guidelines clearly say officers must identify themselves when asked, giving their name, rank, and station. Especially when force has been used. This is not just a rule. It is a protection for the public and a way to ensure transparency. But in this case, after using force, the officer refused to identify himself. That is not just unprofessional, it is alarming. Because without identity, there is no accountability. And without accountability, justice becomes impossible. Refusing to give basic details after such an incident only destroys public trust even further.
Day when it follows through on you. Welcome to YouTube as well.
Thank you.
Look at this guy. Look at him. Look at the state of him.
Really?
Yeah, the state here.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean? Absolute.
Swear at me again, I'll lock you up.
Because you can't use a higher threshold. You can't lock me up for that.
Really?
Yeah, section 5.
Really? You think so? That's it, you can walk him back.
See, he was going to arrest me, guys. Will, sort him out, man. He's horrible, mate.
Right, how's it going?
Him, he pushed me over there. His attitude stinks. He's threatening to arrest me, power spray me.
Right.
The opposite of you. He needs to be sacked. He needs to be arrested. He should be arrested by fellow officers under your College of Policing to protect members of the public. He should be arrested.
Let's be clear about what happened. The auditor had just been assaulted. He was shaken, hurt, and emotionally overwhelmed. Speaking strongly in that moment is not harassment. It is a human reaction to being attacked by authority. But the officer responded with a threat. Swear at me again and I'll lock you up. That is not control. That is power being misused. Police officers are trained to stay calm and de-escalate, not to threaten people who are already injured and distressed. There was no reflection, no apology, no accountability, only escalation. And that only makes the situation worse.
As you know,
You should have arrested him. Wait till you see the footage.
we can't arrest anyone, as you know. As a
You can't know. They should have arrested him.
So what you can do, if you want to make a complaint.
Well, I've never experienced anything like him.
Well, I haven't seen
Ever,
it.
mate.
Let me hear what you said.
Ever. You know I'm sound reviews when he has a sound.
So you know what
I've never experienced
Let me
that.
just say one thing.
He is a dangerous police officer. He should not be in the
one thing
police.
to
You should not be in the police. You are a dangerous police officer. You are a dangerous police officer. You should not be in a front-facing role. You should not be going out the public. You are disgusting. You are a shame.
Stand back.
Shameful. Shameful. You should not be a front-facing officer to the public. You are a danger to the public, my friend. You're the reason people like me exist, because of people like you.
You know that as well as me, this place is covered in cameras. Okay? So, ergo, if you have a complaint, and you're an auditor, you probably feel.
I've got it on film, yeah, I will.
Mr. What can I call you?
Just call me DP.
DP.
Or Paul, call me Paul, call me Paul.
So, if you want to make a complaint, which really alright, whatever happened will be covered in cameras, won't it?
He cannot be in a role as a police officer, I'm sorry.
What I would suggest...
I'm not having a go at you, that was outrageous.
What I would suggest is, after an incident like that, our adrenaline is high, which can lead to action...
When you see the footage, there's no excuse for his behaviour then. Initially.
Whatever's happened is happened.
The auditor was clearly upset and demanded accountability, saying the officer should have been arrested. He strongly criticised the behaviour, calling it unacceptable and dangerous. He insisted the officer should not be in a public-facing role, calling the conduct shameful and a risk to the public. The officer later tried to justify the situation by saying adrenaline can affect behaviour after incidents. But from the auditor's perspective, there was no excuse for what happened. Everything was captured on camera, and now the footage will speak for itself.